Jay Mentor.
I'm Yami Mendoza.
I'm Jalen Harper.
I'm Karen Shami.
And we're doing the chemistry of Moonshine.
You guys, did you know white lightning, bathtub, gin, or just plain old shine? It has many names, but a couple of these things are always true about moonshine. Alcohol is made in secret and is illegal.
Moonshine is any kind of alcohol, usually whiskey or rum, that is made in secret to avoid high taxes or outright bans on alcoholic drinks. The term moonshine comes from Britain, where it originally was a verb, moonshining, that referred to any job or activity that was done late at night, because the operators of illegal whiskey stills had to conduct their business out of sight of legal authorities. These backwood brewmasters became known as moonshiners, and the term became exclusively theirs.
I bet you're wondering, what is moonshine made out of? Well, let me tell you, it's made out of cornmeal, sugar, yeast, and water. And if you want extra flavor or a little kick, you can add some apples or strawberries.
What makes moonshine different from the whiskey you find on the shelves at a liquor store?
Obviously, one difference would be that whiskeys found on the shelves are made in a sanitized production facility and moonshine is produced in the backwoods of Appalachia.
The primary difference is aging. When whiskey comes out, the still is clear as water. Moonshiners bottle it, sell it just like that. Commercial alcohols have been aged in barrels, that's why they have color.
Aging process gives them color and mellow the harsh taste. There's no such mellowing with moonshine, which is why it has such kick. Making alcohol involves around two processes, fermentation and distillation.
Fermentation is a chemical reaction that occurs when the yeast breaks down the sugar. One result of that reaction is alcohol.
Here's the process of making moonshine step by step.
Step 1. The corn is ground into meal.
Step 2. The corn meal is soaked in hot water in the still. Sometimes sugar is added, but traditionally moonshiners add malt to convert the starch in the corn meal into sugar. Then the yeast is put in, which starts the fermentation process. This mixture is called mash. It is stirred thoroughly and heated for a set amount of time to still, and all the metal piping used are made of copper, which conducts heat well and doesn't leach into the alcohol.
Step 3. The stone furnace beneath the still is brought up to about 172 degrees Fahrenheit. Step 4. The alcohol evaporates as the pressure builds in the still. The alcohol steam is forced through the cap arm, a pipe that leads out of the top of the still.
Step 5. Some moonshiners use a thump keg, which is simply a heated barrel into which the steam is forced. Some solid material from the mash usually comes along with the steam, so the thump keg, so named for the thumping sound the bits of mash make when they drop into the barrel, re-evaporates the alcohol, filtering out the mash. If a moonshiner wants to make his or her own alcohol extra potent, he or she might charge the thump keg, add undistilled mash or a few gallons of alcohol into the keg so the steam picks up extra alcohol vapor on its way to the warm box.
The steam travels into the worm, a coiled length of pipe that winds down the inside of the worm box. The worm box is a crate or barrel that has cold water, usually diverted from a nearby creek flowing into the top and then back out the bottom. This keeps the worm bad and constantly circulating cold water, which condenses the alcohol steam into liquid.
Step 7. A spout, tap, or hose leads from the end of the worm into a bucket, usually through one last filter.